The Birdman.
The undefeated, reigning and defending IBF welterweight champion of the world, introducing the Truth, Errol Spence Jr.
You see it? Now, one thing we talk about in boxing, there's a lot of different things we talk about, but one thing that we talk about is the promotion of a fight, a big fight. And in my opinion, I don't think none of these guys are good promoters today. I think they all suck. Honestly, I feel that I could do better, right? I feel that I could do better because I know what the people want, right? But these old promoters and these British guys that's promoting, they don't really get it. Maybe Dana White gets it, right? But we're not going to talk about that until he actually gets into boxing. But I think Dana White understands how to promote fighters in America. I think he really gets it. But as far as these other guys, they don't know what the hell they're doing. This Spence Garcia fight is a pay-per-view fight. The biggest fight this year, one of the biggest fights this year, and it's like the last pay-per-view fight this year, right? Outside of the AJ Pulev, but, you know, that's not really a significant fight as in comparison to the Spence Garcia. I think that's a much bigger fight, really. But the promotion has been lackluster. You know, we've seen an open workout. Spence didn't really say too much. You know, he got a Fight Hub interview, you know, when he's eating them shells or whatever he's eating. Danny Garcia had an open workout. I mean, they're not really giving us much in these workouts. And I understand a lot of fighters, sometimes they don't want to give you too much in an open workout. But they're not even giving us that. You know, they're not putting on a show with the bag. They're not really talking shit. They're not really doing anything. And in order to sell these fights to people, to casual boxing fans, the fans want to see drama. They want to see excitement. They want to see controversy, right? But these fighters today don't know how to promote. And I'm talking about the self-promoters. We already know guys like Bob Arum and these other dudes. They don't know how to really promote fighters. They may know how to promote one type of fighter, but they don't know how to promote the black fighters. Shit like that, right? But these guys are self-promoted and they don't do a good job at it. I'm just being honest. I'm not hating on them as fighters. I think they're great fighters. I like these guys. But as far as them promoting, they don't do a good job. And this is their job, right? So they have to train and promote. And this is why Adrian Broner was so good. This is why he will always be like me, a draw, because he knows how to sell a fight. He knows how to sell a fight. He's like a young Don King. He knows how to sell a fight. He knows how to talk. He got the gift of gab. He rocks the mic. People may be turned off by him. It may be cringe-worthy at times, but Adrian Broner knows how to capture people's attention. But Spence and Danny, oh, yeah, well, you know, all this monotone stuff, man, that's not going to get people excited, bro. That's not going to get people excited. Bob Arum, he don't know how to promote. Really, what these promoters do, these actual promoters, all they do is set up the deal with these networks. They don't necessarily promote. They're just middlemen in the way of boxing. You can't promote Terrence Crawford, bro? You can't promote that guy? See, you put too many eggs in the Lomachenko basket to the point where you didn't promote Crawford like you needed to the point where you put him in fights where he, you know, that didn't really do him no justice. The Postal fight should have been on TV. It should have been on either HBO at the time or ESPN. Instead, you put it on pay-per-view when nobody knows who Postal is. And the pay-per-view flopped. It didn't do good because nobody knows who Postal is. And certain fighters like Crawford, they need the right dance partners for them numbers to do good. Because Crawford, he's just not going to be rocking the mic like that. That's really not his job. Of course, he can help, but that's not necessarily his job. His job is to make sure he's in shape and ready to fight. But when we look at the PBC side, these guys got to prepare for fights and they got to promote. And I don't think they're necessarily doing a good job at promoting. What really helps out Errol Spence is the fact that he's from Texas. He's from Texas. Texas is like its own country. It has this really, really massive fan base. It has a pretty good market for boxing today. And the Dallas Cowboys, the most radical fan base on the planet. So Errol Spence is good. He really don't got to say nothing. All he got to do is really win. So some fighters may have it better and easier than others, based off of where they from, how they look, shit like that. But as far as the promotion, though, like I said again, I don't think it's been that good. Considering the fight is next week, it's a pay-per-view fight people got to pay for. You got to get these people really interested to buy these pay-per-views. And I don't feel the buzz for this fight. Why? Because everybody's still talking about Terrence Bud Crawford. Everybody's still talking about Bud. They say Bud isn't a draw. They say people don't care about Bud, but as far as I can tell, ever since he's been moved up to welterweight, he's been one of the main topics, at least amongst hardcore American boxing fans. The main topic. Terrence Crawford. Who is he going to fight? Crawford Spence. Crawford versus all-time great. Crawford move up to 154, fight Jamel. Crawford this, Crawford that, Crawford everything. He's been one of the main topics. Crawford and Bob. Bob in Top Rank. Crawford Bob. Crawford Bob. That's all we've been hearing. Every YouTuber is talking about Bud Crawford versus the Spence Garcia fight. In this video, we talking about both. I don't know who was going to win that fight. I know a lot of people expecting Errol Spence to run through Danny, but I don't really think that's the case. I don't like how Errol Spence looks. I don't like how he looks. And I don't think it's because of the accident. I think it's because of the weight cutting. I don't like the way he looks. He don't look right. Okay? Danny may pull out the upset, y'all. Expect the unexpected. That's all I got to say. I want Errol to pull it off. I think he can pull it off, but I'm not sure how his body will hold up. Danny's a tough guy, tough fighter. Not an easy fight to come back considering what he's been through, right? But as far as this whole promoting and all this bullshit, it's all a bunch of bullshit. They both sides do some bullshit, both sides do some good. But it seemed like whenever Top Rank or Bud do something, that's when everybody want to put the magnifying glass on them. But PBC, I don't see them doing necessarily a good job, of Fox or whatever. I don't see them doing a good job of promoting this Spence Garcia fight. Come on, a few open workouts and a few sit-downs? Like, no, you need to really be pushing selling this fight because it's on pay-per-view. See, Crawford's fight with Brooke was on free TV. So whether you go tune in or not, it's on free TV. But when you're trying to get people to buy a $80 fight, you got to do a lot more than what you're doing. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.